Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys 3 methods you can use to prepare your granola at home. In case if you are planning to start a side business, this is a business idea for you. So in this video, I'll be teaching 2 methods how you can make your granola at home using oven. Why in the 3rd method, I'll make a separate video for it. I'll be teaching you guys how you can make your granola using stove or gas in case you don't have oven at home. These are the nuts and dry fruits I'll be using for my granola. This is my walnuts. This is my walnuts. This is my dried banana. This is my dried pecans. This is my roasted almond seed. This is my roasted cashewnut. This is sunflower seed. I'll be using it. Sunflower is very nutritious and healthy for the body. I'll be using this is mixed fruits or raisin, just so that once you're eating, you can just be biting it alongside. So I'll be using whole grain rolled oats. This is our major ingredients. I'll be using this. So also I'll be using 3 different oil for this recipe. I'll be using coconut oil, I'll be using almond oil, I'll be using vegetable oil. In case if you can't afford coconut oil, you can go for pure almond oil. If you cannot afford pure almond oil, you can go for vegetable oil. I want to make this video as simple as anything so that you can always do it at home without any hindrance. I'll also be using honey for this granola. I'll be using vanilla essence. I just love it. I'll be using cinnamon, I'll be using ginger, and I'll be using nutmeg just to spice it up, and I'll be using salt. These are my measuring equipment cup for this recipe. So guys, I'll be measuring in 2 cups of my oats into this bowl. Then I will set this aside. I'll bring in my chopping board and then measure. This is 1/4 cup. I'll measure in the walnut first. Put it here so that I can cut it into small sizes. I'll now put it into my oats. I'll go ahead and measure 1/4 cups of almond seed. Then I'll put it inside the oats. I'm going to measure, I'll set this aside. I'm going to measure my cashew nut. I'm going to put this into the granola. The next one, I'm going to measure my pecan. Then I'll put it into the oats. For the next one, I'm going to measure my banana, dried banana. This one, instead of the 1/4 cup, I'll be using 1/2 cup of it. I'm going to pour it into the oats. The last thing that will be going in is this is my sunflower. I'm going to measure 1/4 cup and then pour it in. Take it away. So I'm going to mix everything together. So the next one, I'll be going in with my cinnamon. I'll be using 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, grounded cinnamon. I'll be using 1/2 teaspoon just to give it that taste, So this spice is actually optional. So if you don't like your granola spicy, you can just leave it. So this is ginger, so I'm going in with 1/4 teaspoon. And lastly, this is my nutmeg. I'll be going in with 1/4 teaspoon. Just like to spice my granola. And lastly, I'll be going in with 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This is 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'll be going in with it. I didn't put all of them actually. And I'll mix everything together so that they will be well incorporated. Having mixed all the seed, the dry fruits, and the oats together. Now, this is where the different methods comes in. So now in this recipe, in this method, I'll be using my almond oil, I'll be using my vanilla, and I'll be using honey for this one, right? While in a separate one, I'll be using my coconut oil, my honey, and my vanilla. This is 1/4 cup. I'm going to measure in 1/4 cup of my almond oil and then 1/4 cup of my honey into this bowl. So this is one of the methods. And then I'll go in with my 1/4 cup of honey. And lastly, I'll go in with my 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla essence. I'll then go ahead and mix everything together so that it will be well incorporated. So when you are mixing this, if you think the honey is not enough, you want to put more honey, you can go ahead and put it. Some people actually use brown sugar for this, but I'm using honey. Honey is healthy, so I think the honey is not really enough. I'm going to go in and put in 30 ml of honey, making it 90 ml. Make sure you turn it very well so that everything will be well mixed together. So having mixed everything together, we get our pan and we line it with this baking sheet. After which I'll transfer the already mixed granola into it, and then it should be ready to be taken straight into the oven. So now it's ready to be transferred into the oven. So I will just put on my oven to 150 degrees Celsius, and I will put this inside it for 10 to 15 minutes. So this is our first method, and look at what it looks like. I think it's brown. This is like 25 minutes time. You can see how brown it is. I'm going to allow it to cool down before I pour in my raisin. So guys, this is our granola when it's already cool. You can see it's kind of, oh my god, can you see how crunchy it is? Can you see how crunchy it is? So you can use your hand to separate it. Can you see how crunchy it is? and you see how crunchy it is. So this is the first method I did by adding everything together in a bowl before transferring it to this. Remember, I've not added my raisin. I'll add this of mixed fruit, measure half a cup, and then I'll add it and mix everything together. So this is to show you, even if you use the first method, you still get the same result, both the first and second method. So when I post my third method, you will still see everything turn out the same way. So I'm going to leave this to cool down. So this is the result of our first method. Guys, do you see how crunchy it is? Can you hear it?